So today we're going to use our yoga blanket to help give us a little bit of support for our knees and for our hips. I'm going to open it up so that it's folded a few times, but I have a little more space for it to go under more body parts. I'm going to place that blanket right about the center of my mat. And then I'm going to bring my knees right onto that bottom edge of the mat to give my knees a little bit of support. Starting with my hands underneath my shoulders. Fingertips are spreading out. And then there's the feeling of our hands reaching down into the ground. And then the fingertips rotating outward like you're screwing your hands into the ground. That should help slide the shoulders down your back and activate those big muscles of the back. Belly draws in. We're going to take a breath in. Then on our exhale, stretching that right arm forward. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, stretch the left arm forward. Inhale and lower. Just start following your breath. We're looking straight down at the mat. Right about that spot that's level with our fingertips. Gently tucking our chin so that we're lengthening the back of our necks. Once more. Deep breath in. Then as we exhale, sitting our hips back and our arms stretch forward into child's. Just take a couple breaths. And let's rise back up to all fours, sliding our hands back under our shoulders. And then now coming into our legs. Breath in. On our exhale, right leg stretches back, spinal balance. Inhale and lower. Left leg reaching back. Inhale, lower. My abdominals are drawing in. So that's the feeling of the belly button pulling in towards the spine. The other way to make that happen is on an exhale. As we exhale, those muscles gently draw in. So as we're lifting that leg, exhaling to help activate the abdominal wall. Once more. And then let's sit our hips back, arms stretch forward into child's. Rising back up to all fours. And we'll bring those two parts together into spinal balance. Breath in to prepare. Exhaling, right arm and left leg stretch out. Inhale, fingertips and toes touch the ground. And then exhale, left arm, right leg. Inhale and lower. Fingertips and toes are stretching away from each other. And doing our best to keep our hips facing straight down towards the ground. Now right arm, left leg, reach out and hold. Feel a little bit of effort in the back of that left leg. And imagine someone's holding your hand and someone else is holding your foot and stretching in opposite directions. Hand and knee release to the ground. Take a nice big breath in and out. And then let's stretch the left arm and right leg out. And stay in spinal balance. Even though we're holding the stretch, holding the pose, it's never static. Our our breath is always flowing through us. So there's that element that when we inhale, we're stretching, and as we exhale, we're anchoring through our bellies. One more breath in. Exhale, hand and knee to the ground. And let's sit our hips back. Stretch our arms forward into child's. And now as we inhale, let's roll up through the spine. Chest reaches forward, tailbone tips up. Then as we exhale, hips reach back. And we release back into child's. Inhale, rolling through cat into cow. And then exhale, shifting back. Once more, rolling up. And then shifting our hips back. Take a nice big breath in and out. Inhaling, coming back up to all fours. And once again into spinal balance. Right arm and left leg stretching out. Keeping our arm and leg straight. As we inhale, lowering our fingertips and toes, tapping the ground. Exhale and lift. Let's do about 4 more. This just helps fix our posture a little bit. So keep drawing those abdominals in to keep your spine and your hips still. Once more. Release your hand and knee to the ground. Take a nice big breath in and out. Left arm and right leg stretch out, spinal balance. Inhaling, fingertips and toes tap the ground, arm and leg staying straight. Exhale and lift. Using the glutes to lift that right leg up. Hand and knee back to the ground, and then shift your hips back into child's, stretching your arms forward. Now let's inhale, rolling up through the spine, from cat into cow. And now we'll tuck our toes and lift our hips into downward facing dog. As we inhale, releasing our knees back down to the ground. Untuck your toes as you shift your hips back into child's. Inhale and roll up. Exhale, tailbone lifts to the sky, chest reaches towards the earth. Inhale, release the knees back down to the ground, and then shifting our hips back. Let's do that a few more times. As we come up from child's, leading with the back of the neck, then uncurl and lengthen the spine out. Belly draws up and in to lift our hips. Inhale, knees to the ground. Exhale, releasing back. 2 more times. Exhale, hips to the sky. Inhale, knees to the ground. And exhale into child's. Last round. Take a few breaths in child's. And let's come back up to all fours. Slide those hands under our shoulders. Then we're going to step that left foot forward to the outside of the front leg. Walk your foot a little bit further out. Deep breath in. Then as we exhale, we're going to shift our hips forward. So we're finding a stretch through that right leg and into your left inner thigh. Inhale, shifting your hips back. Exhale, shifting forward. Once more. Let your arm be to the inside of your leg. Pull the shoulders down your back and stretch your chest forward. And just letting that left knee open out just a bit towards the side. Gently press down through the back foot to deepen the stretch in the hip. And we'll step that left leg back. Shift our hips back into child. Stretch the arms forward. Take a big breath in and out. And let's do a couple rounds of our flow. So we'll roll up through the spine to all fours. Tuck our toes and lift our hips, downward facing dog. Inhaling, knees to the ground. And exhaling, child's. Let's do 2 more rounds. And again, take a nice big breath in child's. And deep, full exhalation. Letting all that breath go. We'll come back up to all fours and bring the right foot to the outside of the right hand and wiggle that foot forward a little bit. Nice big breath in. Then as we exhale, shifting our hips forward. Just the point we have a stretch in that right inner thigh and left hip. Inhale, shifting back. Exhale, shifting forward. Let's do that once more. Shift the hips forward and stay. Let the shoulders slide down. Just reaching out. Back foot gently pressing down into the ground. And now we'll sweep that leg back, release back into child's.